So, Trump's back in 2025, and well, so are his immigration bans. 7 Asian countries now face full entry blocks. Why is this happening? Security risks, poor cooperation, and honestly a few other things are at play. Let's break down the 7 countries and what's really behind each ban. Number 7, Pakistan. Pakistan has always been a tricky country for US immigration policy, but in 2025, it's, one of Trump's top targets. His reasoning? National security. Trump says Pakistan still has ties to militant groups that could pose a threat to America. Even though Pakistan claims to be fighting terrorism, Trump argues that US immigration officers often can't confirm who people really are when they apply for visas. The concern is that fake identities or weak documents might let dangerous individuals enter the country. Another big issue is deportation. If someone from Pakistan overstays their visa or breaks immigration laws, the US might try to send them back. But Trump says Pakistan sometimes delays or refuses to take their citizens back, which he sees as unacceptable. Because of this, Trump is pushing for a full immigration freeze, blocking not just illegal immigration, but legal paths too, like student visas, work permits, and family reunification. Families who've lived in the US for decades now worry they won't be able to bring loved ones over anymore. Trump says he's protecting Americans, but others ask, is it fair to punish millions for the actions of a few? Number 6, Indonesia. Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim-majority nation, is another country Trump's administration is cracking down on. The problem? Too many people stay in the US longer than their visas allow. Many Indonesians come legally, on vacation, to study, or for short-term work. But, some don't leave when they're supposed to. Trump says this is a sign that Indonesia isn't doing enough to manage its citizens abroad. And when immigration authorities try to deport overstayers, Indonesia doesn't always cooperate quickly, according to Trump's team. Now Trump is threatening to shut the door entirely, pausing most new visa applications from Indonesians. This could block thousands of students from attending American universities, limit tourism, and stop families from reuniting. Indonesian officials argue that most of their citizens follow the rules. Critics of Trump's policy agree, saying it's unfair to cancel everyone's opportunities because of a few violations. Still, Trump says rules are rules. In his words, if you come legally, you leave legally. Number 5, Iran. Iran and the US have had a tense relationship for decades, and in 2025, under Trump's renewed leadership, things are once again heating up. This time, immigration is the battleground. Trump wants to stop nearly all Iranians from entering the US, citing national security. His main concern is Iran's support for groups like Hezbollah, which the US sees as terrorist organizations. Even though most Iranians have nothing to do with politics, Trump argues that it's too risky to allow people from a country whose leaders openly challenge America. There's also the nuclear issue. Trump has long criticized Iran's nuclear program and says Iran can't be trusted. Blocking immigration, he believes, is a way to apply more pressure on the Iranian government. The fallout? Students, workers, and families hoping to build better lives in the US are left stranded. Some had already been accepted to schools or jobs before the policy changed. Now they're stuck. Many people ask, should an entire population be punished because of their government? For Trump, the answer is clear: safety comes first. But to many Iranians, the new ban feels deeply personal and painfully unfair. Number 4, Bhutan. Bhutan rarely makes global headlines. This small Himalayan nation is known for its calm lifestyle and focus on happiness. So why would it appear on Trump's immigration ban list? The answer isn't violence or terrorism, it's paperwork. Trump's team says Bhutan lacks strong digital systems to verify identities. Much of the country still uses paper records, and honestly, there's limited cooperation with US immigration services. Because of this, Trump argues it's hard to perform solid background checks on Bhutanese citizens who want to enter the US. Another concern is Bhutan's close ties with neighboring powers like India and China. Trump believes that even peaceful countries can become weak spots in international security, especially if they don't have solid data-sharing systems. For Bhutanese families in the US, the news is, well, shocking. Many are now unable to bring over relatives. Tourists and students also face new visa hurdles. Bhutan's government has voiced confusion and concern, saying they've never posed a threat to anyone. Trump responds, "This is about accountability, not reputation. If we can't verify who you are, you can't come in." Number 3, Myanmar. Myanmar, also known as Burma, is facing a deep crisis. After a military coup in 2021, the country fell into civil war. Armed groups are fighting the military, and violence has forced millions to flee their homes. In this chaos, Trump says there's no way to safely allow immigration from Myanmar. With no central government and weak documentation, U.S. officials can't verify the background of applicants. Trump says this opens the door to possible threats. While Myanmar isn't linked to global terrorism, Trump is still concerned about rebel groups and lawlessness. He says the U.S. cannot risk allowing someone in who may have been involved in violence back home. Human rights advocates argue that this ban is unfair, especially for refugees fleeing the violence. Some had waited years for permission to come to the U.S. for safety. Now their applications are paused or denied. Trump's answer: we can't help others if we can't protect ourselves first. Number 2. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is one of the most isolated countries in the world. The government controls media, limits free speech, and rarely shares information with other nations, including the U.S. For Trump, this silence is a big red flag. If a country doesn't share records or background data, how can U.S. authorities confirm who's applying to enter? His team says fake or incomplete documents are common, and that's a serious national security issue. Turkmenistan also has close ties with Russia and Iran, countries that Trump doesn't trust. These political relationships make the situation even more complicated. The result? Most visa applications from Turkmenistan are now being frozen or denied. Students who dreamed of studying in America and families trying to reunite are suddenly stuck. Critics argue that the ban only hurts ordinary people. But Trump says the risk is too high. We can't take chances when the stakes are this big, he says. Number 1. Yemen. Yemen tops the list of countries Trump may never let into the U.S. again. The reasons are many, and all deeply serious. For years, Yemen has been caught in a brutal civil war. The country is home to terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, which have openly threatened the U.S. Trump says that allowing people from Yemen to enter, even with good intentions, is too dangerous. Another problem is that Yemen doesn't have a functioning government. There's no easy way to confirm the identity or background of people applying for visas. Without strong checks, Trump says it's just too risky. This ban has hit hard. Families trying to escape war, students looking for education, and even patients seeking medical care are now blocked from entry. Many of them had already waited for years. Is it fair? Critics say absolutely not. They argue that the people most affected are victims, not threats, but Trump defends his stance. America must come first. We're not shutting people out forever, but we won't let them in until we're sure. Trump's new 2025 immigration bans are sending shockwaves across the world. 7 Asian countries are now facing partial or complete blocks from entering the United States. For Trump, it's about keeping Americans safe, controlling borders, and demanding more cooperation from foreign governments. But for thousands of people, students, workers, families, and refugees, the bans are more than just policies. They're life-changing barriers that stop dreams, separate loved ones, and raise deep questions about fairness, safety, and freedom. Do these bans really protect the U.S., or do they punish the innocent along with the guilty? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss future updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.